They go play action with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to shake him off. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Burt sets up to throw it. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Down the right sideline, Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 77 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw now on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
There they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and run the option. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Perine again on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Samaje Perine taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Zach Ball there on the tackle. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 27.
103 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They toss it to Pacheco.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
And Xavier Worthy
laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
It's caught. Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
He dumps it off to Barkley. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. And an Eagle first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Hurts fumbles it,
and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Inside the 10.
Now he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a